replays.
Oh, wow.
I just haven't really practiced with it.
Yeah.
I don't know how long the buffer is in a cache. Okay, so we are on. Do you want to...
I'll check.
Can you see if we are actually streaming?
Let's have a look. GTV Ottawa. We are live.
All right.
5 viewers.
5 already? Well,
Yeah.
I guess people were waiting. That's so they go to the channel. I sent out the link, and I guess people are ready to go. So we're live. Mic is hot.
It is. It's very warm.
We'll let a few people get settled in with their popcorn and peanuts. I've set this to the side.
Yeah.
But you can hold it.
Do you have the teams up on the scoreboard yet?
Oh, haven't done that. Good point. Let's get that going. We don't. So we're obviously then home. Okay, let's do this. Then set teams.
Oh, we're gonna have the wonky second innings.
Oh, did I even create a Perth team? Oh, I didn't create a Perth team. Darn, I gotta go to create a team. Menu, team, add team. Team name. Add collections.
That, I find this very, very funny.
Okay, select home team is going to be
The Blues.
South Ottawa Blues. Away team is going to be Perth. Okay, that looks official. Ready to go. And then we can. I'm still using the this charging device to get a bit more power to my phone.
Yeah.
But then we'll switch over the mic. Don't let me forget that, because right now
Yep.
this mic is not on. It's just using the iPhone mic.
Yeah.
Just not breezy today, so it should be all right. But
Assuming people can hear us, could get started, and I think we shall. So, welcome viewers to Game 1 of the Brockville tournament here in, obviously, Brockville, Ontario on a very sunny Canada Day weekend. We bring you action from the South Ottawa Blues and the Perth Royals. The Blues capped off what was a shocking turn of events in the Cornwall tournament and ended up pulling off in 2 upsets against Nepean and West to win the whole thing. If you were viewing, we appreciate you very much. It's going to already start.
we're going to get going real soon here.
Yeah, wow.
Here we are. First batter's up to the plate. I thought we'd have some time to do some introductions, but let's introduce the baseball. That one is high and inside.
Well, Jeff, one thing I've noticed today is the umpires, first, in blue, which is always nice, but second of all, the first base umpire appears actually younger than all the players and is shorter than everyone on the team, except maybe Steven, but, he can hear us. That one's in there, and the home plate umpire looks about the age of the players as well, so it'll be interesting to see if they're more up-to-date with the new baseball rules, given their birth year, but we shall see. That one's in there again, a loud strike call from the home plate umpire. Fraser pounds the count, it's 2-2. A loud call from the home plate umpire, who is going to lose his voice after this game, I can guarantee. But it's 1 away as the Blues strike out the first batter. Connor Fraser on the bump today, number 51. Been the Blues ace now this year and pitched a lot in the Cornwall tournament if you were watching.
So Perth batter number 2 up to the plate. Swing and a miss. So some introductions for those who are tuning in. A reminder, Thomas Sarabura is with me. Welcome back, Thomas, and thanks for support and joining us at the last tournament and here again. I'm Jeff Powell, Fergus's dad. And I just missed that one. Did he swing on that one?
He did.
So we're at an 0-2 count.
Did he?
Well,
we'll see from the umpire in a minute.
So the last one was it. So now we're at 1-2.
So now we're at 1-2.
1-2 count on the batter at the plate.
Yeah. Take you around the infield during the next pause of play for the batter to come up. So we now even it up at 2-2. Fraser delivers, and it's roped. Ground ball for Weeks. He'll throw over to Bushi to retire the second batter of the inning for the Blues.
So that's 2 outs. We'll take you around the infield. Infield first, over at first base, Jason, number 47. Over at second, Scott. I got Rory, shortstop, and Blake over at third base. And then we'll wait for a pause here and take you around the outfield. But batter number 3 is ready to go. Take it away, Thomas.
That one's in there. And the umpire will make the call. Clips the outside of the plate, strike 1. Folks, if you're tuning in and you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit that button and like the video. One step closer to monetization. Umpire likes that one again. He's digging the outside of the plate, and so is Connor, as it's an 0-2 count.
Monetization's still a million steps away, but
yeah,
you get there one step at a time.
Every subscriber counts. That one's roped into the outfield. Diamantini will cut it off, and the Royals batter will be on base with a single. Well, Perth's jerseys, I believe they only have one set, but they are kind of a darker gray with the logo in the middle, white buttons, and blue pinstripes. It puts together a quite classy uniform. That one's down low.
Connor sets up quickly again.
That one's grounded. Fraser bobbles it, and no play.
So runners on first and second very suddenly, in what looked to be a well-controlled inning to start, and now a taller batter at the plate.
Yeah.
Whether that means anything, we don't know yet.
He's taller than the umpire. I mean, we saw that in Cornwall with some people who are above 6 feet, but this guy is not super tall.
Play to Howie.
And that one gets past Howie. The runner is going to head in. Sarah Bura will stop the throw. And Howie wants that one back. It's 1-0. Actually, we'll do it at the end of the inning.
Yeah.
Folks, we're talking about, we have a actual scoreboard behind us, newly inputted by Brockville Little League for the minor provincial championships, with which they'll be hosting in a couple weeks, and it's very nice.
Batter up. That one's chopped at, off the backstop.
Fouled off.
Down the first base line. That should be a 1-1 count. I don't think we're going to get a lot of loud announcements from the home plate umpires, so we'll have to keep on top of the count today.
Swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2.
Well, there's the home plate umpire with a bigger voice calling out the 2 strikes.
That one's grounded. Howie able to come up with it that time and stop the damage at 1.
I don't know if I can swing this around to show our scoreboard. Well, there's our commentator, Thomas. I can't swing this camera far enough around to see, but we've got a nice, big, beautiful scoreboard by Ketchum Manufacturing, apparently sponsor for Brockville and putting together this billboard.
Well, it's really neat. They actually recycled a bunch of old stuff. So the base is holding the scoreboard is old telephone poles that they painted black. On the inside, they used some recycled wood, and then the deck that we're currently standing on in front of the scoreboard, which, thank God, gives me a bit more height, is made by, I guess, a parent of the league who is kind of a woodworker, and he built this together to complete the wonderful scoreboard. The best I've seen in any diamond, frankly. Another thing to note, folks, the Blues have been swinging well recently, especially in the game against West, and the fences here at the diamond are only 200 feet when typically they are 250, and so there have been a lot of homers out of the park at this diamond, and it'll be interesting to see if the Blues can push any out of the diamond today.
Oh, got lunch delivered to me. Isn't that special?
It's not.
Oh, okay. Well, you have as much as you want. I'm not starving, so thanks for that. And describing the field today, too, we have a baseball diamond that is, in fact, in the shape of a diamond, with the outfield fence being 3 straight lines connected to the corners of center field. So a true diamond shape.
Appears as if a couple members from the diamond baseball team are waiting here to play their next game, which I presume would be next.
They're quite early, though.
They're
going to sit through 2 hours of baseball before their warm-up.
Perth outfield, small in stature, but doesn't necessarily mean anything, as sometimes smaller outfielder is a good thing. Like, you'll see Steven, kind of on the smaller side, but is their best center fielder, and so he's proven that height doesn't matter in the outfield, and it appears as if for Perth it will not, as they are ready to go. Well, folks, one thing that kind of neat actually is the Blues were looking to get names on the back of their jerseys, as the parents wanted it to, I don't know, recognize their kid better, and Coach Ken said, no, it's illegal, and your jersey in your Little League patch also has to be stitched on, not printed. And so Ottawa West's wonderful jerseys that we saw 2 weeks ago are actually very illegal, and not sure anything will be done, but it's a cool tidbit to note. Scotty Howie's gonna lead it off.
That's smacked down the right baseline, foul.
Jumps on the first pitch. Excited to hit this one, and he's already got the Perth pitcher timed up, but some off-speed stuff is maybe a coming. Now
Smacked
he sees
again.
that one. Grounded to the shortstop, who will fire it over to the lengthy first baseman for out number 1. Good contact there from Howie. Just sucks that first pitch landed foul, because that would have been extra bases.
Who stepped up? Was that Rory?
That's Steven Diamantini hitting second.
Thank you.
Steven's been hitting second or third pretty much all year. He likes that one and grounds it fair. The umpire waves his arm in motion. Diamantini digging for second, and in there standing up. It's a stand-up double down the line for Steven Diamantini, and the Tiny Diamond puts a runner aboard for the Blues. And now you got Rory Weeks. There are a couple guys who have hit the ball actually out of the ballpark at Grasshopper Hill, which I'm sure many of our viewers have been to watch their family members play, but this fence is shorter, and Blake and Connor have both hit it out of Grasshopper. Did Fergus as well?
We did.
Fergus did as well. So 3 members of the Blues team have hit it out. And now Weeks will hit it down the line and caught. Diamantini will tag for third and be in there. But 2 away already for the Blues, as Connor Fraser, the cleanup hitter, will come up to the plate.
Taken as a ball. Get that cleaned up. There we go. 1-0 is your count. Also high. 2 balls.
Well, the Blues pretty much have an open book today. They only play this game, which is pretty early in the day. But that one is grounded and over to first. So nothing brewing for the Blues in the first inning as we take to the top of the second.
My colleague will put the scoreboard up on the real scoreboard. We'll advance the next inning.
It's too bad you guys can't see this, but you have your virtual one, and so you'll see this 1-0 for the Perth Royals heading into the top of the second. Coach Gorman will take a minute to collect his players. One thing the Blues have struggled with this year is morning games. They've been not great in the morning, but really good in the afternoon. And that could be trouble as they play incredibly strong Diamond All-Star 12U team tomorrow at 8 in the morning. And so it's going to be interesting to see if the Blues can actually get out there and kind of break their slump in the morning, as we can take you around the infield quickly. So behind the plate, of course, is Reed, who I don't think has moved from behind the plate except for being pitcher. And other than that, you have Jay Bushy at first base. Trace is filling in at second. You have Rory at short, Blake at third. Cole, that's Fergus. Fergus is out in left. Steven's back in center, and Nick Abunami is in right with Cole, James, and Scotty riding the Iron Pony here to start the second inning.
You can see it's a 1-0 ball game at this point. Perth able to make a bit of a 2-out rally.
Yeah.
At the top of the first. Beautiful day here. If you can't see, scattered clouds. It was overcast and breaking up. Now we're having, I'd say, full sun, but probably about 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Good day for baseball again. Perhaps not quite so nice tomorrow morning.
No.
Forecasted rain will come in heavy overnight, and then we'll see what we're cleaning up at our early morning game. All right, batter takes a step up to the plate, and we've got some heavy wind coming in now. Deal with.
For our first time, we might have to use the umbrella to shade the camera from rain and not heat or wind, but hopefully it's a good day for baseball tomorrow morning.
It's slow and outside.
Reed tried to frame it in. The umpire wasn't giving him the call, and it's 1-0. Now that one's lasered past a leaping Morel, and it's a single to start off the day for the Perth Royals. Or sorry, to start off the second for the Perth Royals. There you have 1 run. And now outfield is going to mosey backward as what looks to be a power threat will come out.
You leave it in the sun. Leave it in the sun. Oh, what was that? Sorry, I missed Thomas. It was a strike. So let's get our count set up here. Sorry, we're at an 0-1 count. Runner on first. Swung on and missed.
Got him with the off speed that time. That's the thing that you can often do against big hitters to fool them, is you can throw them a hard fastball and then switch it up with off speed, and it works like a charm. And the batter strikes out, slams his bat on the ground in frustration, but the the Blues have won retired.
Runner on first.
Multiple teams getting ready for their next games early here, as next matchup is High Park versus Diamond here at the Diamond, and so that should be a matchup of 2 heavyweight favorites to win the tournament. That one is absolutely popped.
No communication there between Rory stepping back and Fergus, whose ball it was.
That one, glad Fergus is okay, but that one actually hit him in the head from the looks of it. Glad there was no severe collision. Weeks kind of overstepped his boundaries a bit, called off Blake, whose it wasn't either, and then Fergus was going in for the ball. Rory stepped back, couldn't quite see him, and they collided a little bit. Ball bumped off the top of Fergus's head, but he's okay. And so 2 runners on with 1 out.
Swung on and almost a check swing. He didn't intend to, but is a strike. Pitch is in.
That's a strike again. Right down the middle. Very nice call.
0-2. Change momentum here if Connor can put this one away. Down low, doesn't get the call.
Tried to clip it over the plate, and the umpire was not giving it, and so Evans brings the count to 1-2. Fouled off.
And makes contact with Reed. He gets up a little slowly, but he's going to be okay.
Shakes his hand off a little bit. That one clipped him, but
I think in the neck guard, because we heard a little bit of plastic clapping there.
it did. And that's why neck guards are so important. When they weren't invented, a lot of catchers would take hacks right to the neck and end their career most of the time. And so it's been a big invention that has changed the game of baseball.
No
forever.
call on that slapper in. High and inside, I think.
We have a 2-2.
Yeah, but what is it?
Cocks to the gun, delivers.
He swung.
Strike 3. Batter's out, and a change of momentum now, as it is 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the Blues just gonna to make the easiest play now with a cushion for them here with 2 away.
Batter up. Pitcher ready. Delivery.
Chopped foul. Just hyped it up a little bit awkwardly, and nothing brewing on that strike.
Swung on, chopped. That one heads foul. 0-2. 2 outs. As you can see, runners at first and second.
Swung on, retired, and the Blues get out of that inning unscathed, but the Royals carry a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the second in a game that's moving quickly. Coach Ken having another mid-inning talk with his team. He does that pretty frequently, kind of whenever they're down. He likes to bring them mentally back into the game. Is that the same pitcher on the mound for the Royals? Do you know? I feel as if
He's stepping off. So
he's
is he
stepping
gonna
off.
pitch?
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be the same guy.
Yeah, okay. Number 27 is the number we see on the mound.
Blues probably looking to bring the bench energy up a bit because their bench is known for getting very loud, but we haven't actually seen much of it today. And we'll see if they can bring the energy back.
We'll welcome any Perth viewers this afternoon who may be joining us. We'll provide coverage that is only 10% biased.
Yeah. If there weren't Perth people joining the live stream, probably 100% biased, but toning it down today for you guys is obviously we are a South Ottawa Blues broadcast, and we only broadcast the Blues, but if you're tuning in from an opposing team who's playing the Blues, we welcome you with open arms. It does mean you have to hit the subscribe button, though. There's no obligation. You have to now because you're cheering for the team that we aren't, and so it means automatic hitting the subscribe button to hopefully get us to 200 by the end of the summer.
Catcher throws the ball to second. Umpire steps up, calls for the ball's in, and we are about ready to go here. Heading into the bottom of the second.
We're up to 115 subscribers.
Batter will be Cole Roski.
Down in the dirt, ball one.
A little bit of chatter from the Blues bench now. That's good.
There we go.
Picking up the attitudes and energy. That one high.
Above Cole's head. He stayed in the box, but off-speed pitch missed way up and inside. 1-2-0 count.
Yep.
Roski will rip it foul just past the bleachers and into the bullpens behind they're behind where you can see, but a couple bullpens there. And press box as well here in Brockville. So
and open for the first time we've seen this season. Cole takes that one. Also comes on the inside of the plate.
3-1.
Giving him the advantage in a 3-1 count.
Oh.
Well, it looked outside, but he's going to get the call. Full count.
Concession stand behind the press box as well. So it's a wonderful atmosphere here in here in Brockville. Cole's going to stay alive, fouling that one off.
Yeah, some smoke rising up behind that yellow tent there, so there must be some
grilling
burgers and dogs about ready to go. Not for these commentators.
Nope.
Pitch is high.
Ball four.
Batter takes his base.
That's a good way to start off an inning. Roski's aboard and is going to hand off his gloves to his father over at first base, Greg, and
is that
Reed
or is Reed yet?
Reed, if he gets a pitch he likes, he could cream it out of the park. He's not going to get a pitch he likes on the first one. Throw back to first is not in time as the umpire signals that Cole made it back.
I'll get Cole in frame there so we can watch the action at first base. Pitches in, smacked. That's deep to the fence.
Reed told you he could do it, and he missed a homer by probably a matter of feet, but that's a way to get the Blues bench rocking. Runners on second and third with no away, and now you have Jay Bushi up at the plate, who came up clutch multiple times in the Cornwall tournament, really kind of using his ability to maneuver the zone to his advantage through a lot of walks and hit a bunch of balls through the infield.
Oh, there he is. I thought he went back to first base, but to drop off the gloves. Okay. Pitch is
Bushi,
good. Down the line.
There he is. Tutton's got the wave. He's going to hustle and is going to get in there standing up. Ball's back. Bushi over to second, and 2 runs are in for the Blues. Makes it a 2-1 game. Bushi with an RBI double. It's a Bush bop.
Still no outs.
No, Blake Fullerton's going to come up to the plate, and Blake can also hit it out. He's done it on a further fence, so if he gets one he likes, kind of off speed in the middle of the zone, he'll take it. That one bounces off. Bushi is into third, standing up.
Lots of action here for your commentator scorekeeping crowd. Okay, we got it straight. We got 1 ball. No outs. No outs. No strikes.
Track with 2 people.
That one's down low, perhaps outside. So now we got a 2-0 count. Runner at third. 2 runs scored already this inning.
Track and everything's very complicated. I mean, it's not really.
That one's down the third base line.
Safety stop.
Runner comes in.
Bushi, and it's a single for Fullerton. It's Fullerton, and it's not whatever I was saying.
You leave it at Fullerton.
Yeah, we'll leave it there so I don't mess myself up again. But I mispronounced Blake's name probably 50 times in the Cornwall tournament. So Blake, I've apologized to you in person, but I'll apologize to you on here. It's not your name.
To the shortstop who couldn't handle it, and the throw is slow.
They're in. 3 runs in already for the Blues as the bats are popping in this inning, and now your own blood, Fergus Powell.
We're 4 then, yeah?
What?
That run came in, so that from
3? There's 3.
Oh,
right?
3.
3, yeah.
Excuse me.
Powell will swing and miss.
Game action. Choose batter. As I was panning over, I didn't see what happened at the plate there. Fergus takes that pitch.
1-1.
1-1. Oh, 1. There we go. Outside. Fergus lets that one go through.
Hard to see the plate from here, but we can see the batter's boxes, so...
Swung on. Oh, we were at a 2-2 count, so...
And so, Powell will strike out, 1 away for Trace Morrell. Way upstairs, ball 1. Fullerton's pants are already dirty. His mom's not going to be happy about that. White pants are not the baseball mom's favorite, but they look very nice when they're not covered in dirt like they usually are when you're an outfielder or sliding around on the bases like most players.
But the mom need not worry. A tip for the dads. Soak those pants in some detergent, maybe some OxyClean, and put them on the driveway with a power washer.
Yes.
The power washer will blast away a lot of the dirt set in. Runner over to third. He's safe. Nick advances to second as well. Two runners in scoring position now, with Jason sliding in.
Nick and
Blake. Sorry, Blake's.
Jason already scored.
Jason scored. Blake slid in.
Umpire is ready.
Trace at the plate. Pitch is inside, swung on. Our count is off then. We must be a 1-1 count.
I believe so.
Here comes another one. Delivered inside.
Nope. We were very wrong.
I was very wrong. A lot going on. The pace is moving very quickly in this game.
This game is very fast and fast moving, and it's a lot for Jeff because I'm doing play-by-play mostly. He's manning the camera and moving it around, and then also is keeping track of everything you see on the scoreboard. It's a lot. Sarah Bureau swings and misses. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Correct. Do I have the bases loaded? Now I got the bases loaded on the screen. And that was a ball or called off? Was that not a pitch?
No, that's a ball.
Okay, 1-1 is your count.
Flapping his arms out to say Sarah Bureau did not go around, but he'll go around on that one and foul it back.
1-2. Only 1 out. Bases loaded, so still a lot of potential in this inning for the Blues. That one's outside and dropped. No one moves. 2-2. Batters looking confidence in the box. Waiting for the pitches they want. James swings on the pitch he wants, but swings through it.
And
strikes out.
Scotty at the plate now. 2 away. And Howie is going to look to extend what's been a good inning for the Blues.
Movement on that one, but not enough to move it inside. Ball 1.
Howie picked over to third in time. But
Smart
runs
choice. Yeah, smart choice by the shortstop to force the play because...
that's 3, right? 3 in.
I've got a total of 3, so that's what I'm showing, yeah. Jason scored.
Yeah, I know Reed scored.
I love it. I'm up there in the backstop building, and
Yeah.
this is awesome. First time it's being used.
Well, we're glad to be the first to... We're missing a peg already, though, unfortunately. We know that on
on this one.
second inning. Snaps off, and it wasn't us. Promise you. Oh, you're able to get the stick there. All right, if we don't get any wind, we might be all right.
Yeah, because this is like a little out bend,
All right.
so you can just put it
Hold it there for now.
right there.
Yeah, that works.
Good stuff.
again.
Yeah.
No problem.
How you doing?
Yeah, we're good. How are you?
Check the scoreboard. Are you doing the scoreboard?
We're trying to keep it up there. Yeah, we're at a 3-1 for
3-1?
for Blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is getting hot.
It's getting hot. Yeah, definitely. We've had mostly unbroken sunshine now. Just one cloud passed by, so
Our
the field's picking up the heat.
game's moving very fast as well. We're heading into the top of the third, and it's 12:30. Now, granted, games did start about 5 minutes early, but moving pretty quick here in Brockville. The other diamond you might see us broadcasting at is probably about five more minutes down the road, but it's not as nice as this one, at least for us, because it doesn't have this wonderful scoreboard and deck that we can just stand on. But a unique thing about it is it's right across, so the diamond is kind of here, and then across from the diamond, like behind the diamond, is a abandoned warehouse, and then running in between the diamond and the warehouse is a cargo train that runs about every 30 minutes and probably takes about 5 minutes to stop, kind of being in ear distance of the diamond. So if you hear a bunch of loud honks and hammers tomorrow, if we're at the other diamond, just know that it's the train passing through.
But it's great to have some ball diamonds with character.
Yes.
Just like in the majors, they got rid of the very plain and concrete stadiums of the 1990s, and they've brought back a lot of character to the professional ball diamonds.
They have. I mean, I'm not sure you can count Wrigley and Fenway as like cool. Well, they've been around so long, I don't think they count as like kind of those unique ball diamonds. Now, they're definitely unique. Wrigley with the kind of leaf fence and Fenway with the green monster, but we're not going to count them for that.
So we're going to go around and let you know who's going. Let's start in the outfield because we seem to keep missing that one. So over in right field, James is there.
Steven in center again. And Nick is over in left.
And then start over in third.
Fergus Powell is over at third with Roski at short, Morel at second, and Bushi at first. Scotty's on the mound for the first time this tournament. Tutton behind the plate, and on the bench is Blake, Rory, and Connor.
Let's start the third inning.
How about starting with a swing and strike, as it's going to be in the dirt, but the batter thought it looked good and ended up swinging on that one, so 0-1. That one is chopped, foul. Wow, we've skyrocketed in viewers. We're at 23 currently.
Wow, welcome viewers. Oh, and the batter gets out of the way of that errant pitch.
2-1.
He'll stay in the box. 1-2.
Yeah, it's almost 100 viewers listening today. We thank you for tuning in. Or sorry, watching today, as we're not an audiobook, but
that one down again in the dirt.
Struggling to find the zone a little bit, but a lot of inning left for him. That one is grounded. Morel scoops over, and the out is retired.
No trouble on that one. Well played. Confident and comfortable. Play to first. Get my water bottle. Thanks.
No problem.
Down in the dirt. Ball one.
Finally getting a bit more time to get settled in and adjust our counts. But that one's to Morel, who picks it, and over to Bushi to get the second out of the inning. Well, for those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. We're at GTV Ottawa, and we bring you live broadcasts of the Major All-Star South Ottawa Blues during the tournaments. Are we going to do districts?
That will be the plan. We will somehow get some kind of broadcast out between Thomas and I. We aspire to get them all out to you so you can watch.
As much Blues baseball as possible.
Pitch down in the dirt. Ball 1. That one getting away from Reed. But no danger.
The score is 3-1 for your South Ottawa Blues here in the top of the third. That one is clobbered. Fair. Abunami will cut it off to Roski, and it's going to be a long single for the member of the Perth Royals, as he'll be on first with 2 outs.
A couple hits coming down the third baseline today that are deceiving for me. It looks like they're foul, but they end up playing. But no trouble for the players. Just our angle is a little bit off. Runner at first. 2 outs. Change up.
Ooh.
Catches him.
Nasty from Howie. Number 40 on the bump. Adjusting the dirt by his feet a little bit, and he will lift his leg, pull back his arm, and that one is grounded. Powell not able to make a play there, a little bit flustered, but the Blues are able to,
he had the opportunity for a force at second and struggled to decide. Not enough communication on the field, perhaps.
No.
Team could be talking through what the play is going to be before it's hit. That one on the far side of the batter. We'll reset our count here to be a 1-0. And got our runners at first and second. 2 outs. Pitch delivered, fouled back into the fencing. A little bit of cloud now. Swung on. Oh, and dropped by Cole. And now bases loaded. It was into Cole's glove and then swiftly out again. 2 outs, bases loaded. Play to any base.
Holding the 0 plate put on the scoreboard. Manifesting, although I'm not sure it's working. Diamantini kind of the only one chatting in the field right now. As it's so quiet in the Blues infield, you can kind of hear a pin drop right now, but...
Check swing.
No, he did not.
Home umpire at the plate says no. So 2-0. Infield just checking the runners.
This inning has gone more south than Florida. There's a good call. There's a strike though. Blues have had bases now have trouble with the bases loaded for Perth. Blues bobbled a couple balls, but they do have 2 outs though, so able to stop the leakage. That one gets behind Tutton, but he's able to scramble in time. Count is 3-1. Howie looking like he might walk one home, which is not ideal, but we will see.
And he will.
He will.
That's down in the dirt. Now we'll start with fresh count. And the runner at first has just gone to start to get the catching gear on. So we will send out
Last out.
The last out from the plate. Pinch runner in position, ready to go.
That one is clobbered out of play and foul.
Oh and 1 with that foul ball.
That one is fouled off again.
Pitch is down low.
Oh.
Ball.
Blues wanted that one, and
From our angle, it looked like it was above the socks,
it
but
looks good, but we will trust the umpire with this one.
that one swung,
There we
checked,
go.
but not good enough.
And only one run comes in. for
Yeah,
the-
Howie gets out with minimal damage. It's now a 3-2 score.
Man, I'm starving. Contemplating going to my hot dog, but I...
We'll head into the bottom of the third.
Yeah.
A little bit of cloud cover continuing here.
Do you want to take over for a minute as I go see if I can get a bite to eat?
You go get your bites. Good luck. An awkward hour to keep nourished and hydrated. We were here at the park at 11 o'clock. And obviously we expect to be here till 2 o'clock, although the pace of this game moving along quite well. See how we finish the third to know if we're on pace. All right, catcher throws it to second, signing that we're ready to get going here. If I can see it right, Steven steps up to the plate. Well, as it turns out, we are actually right beside the railroad tracks here as well. And a short little cargo train going through with only a couple of cars. It's not going to disrupt the game too much. New pitcher for the Royals, number 19, I think I saw on the jersey. And Steven will take his base. Base on balls. We've got a fresh count for Rory. That one high and outside. Stephen takes a look. Rory steps in. Swung down, chopped, but third baseman can pick up that foul ball. And Rory's out. Connor steps in. High, hits him. I think it hit him. He doesn't, no, maybe it didn't hit him. It clipped up high as he ducked out of the way. I really thought it clipped his shoulders going across. Steven picks up a base. He's at second now, safely. That one called a strike. 1-1. Down low. 2-1 should be our count. Swung on. We missed that one. Outside and high. Fills the count. Steven jogs back just to check in there. Second base. One out. Pitch down low. Connor will take his base. Now runners on first and second. Cole steps up. Pitcher's ready. Delivered high. Inside. Ball one. That one in the zone. Strike on Broski. 1-1. Coach Ken giving some advice to the players on base. Pay attention. That one's popped up high. Gonna drop in the zone in between center and right. And Steven's gonna run. He's gonna go. He dives in. He's safe. Cole gets himself an RBI single. And that should be Reed up to the plate. Now well, impossible to hear the umpire's call during that, but I believe we're at a 1-0 count. That one looks like it's also outside. 2-0. Another little short local freight train going by at speed. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, chopped up down the first base line. Runner goes, the first place running back to get it, but couldn't quite keep it in his glove. I didn't get over to see it. Apologies. Fouled off. 2-1. Chopped at, hits the ground, comes back up. Foul ball. That actually hit Reed as it bounced back up out of the dirt. Clipped him in the shoulder and maybe the helmet too. He's all right. 2-2. One out. Strike 3. Catches Reed. He's out. Down low. Oh, sorry. Ball 1. No strikes. Couple outs. Runners on first and second. 1 run in already this inning. That one outside. It's in the dirt. Connor not quick enough on the jump. Runner's not going to go. Called back by Coach Ken. Swung on down the first base line. Little update on my commentator. He seems to have a hot dog or two, and he's making his way back to the box now. Down the third base line, and force made at third. That'll end the inning. So Royals getting out of that one without too much damage. Blues pick up 1 run. Could have been more. We'll head to the top of the 4th in just a few minutes, and your commentator crew is going to get a quick bite to eat here.
I have returned.
You did.
It took longer than expected. They weren't that bad, but I have my lunch. How many runs did they score?
I got 1.
Oh. 4-2.
More intense cloud cover now coming through. I think we'll probably see this for the rest of the game, and in fact, maybe for the rest of the weekend, according to the forecast. So we'll say we were lucky to get a good batch of weather for our first game of this tournament. Rain expected to come in later today, maybe this evening or maybe in overnight, but it could be any time. I think there's at least a 20, then a 30, then a 40% chance of rain climbing through the day until they hit. At some point, 100% chance for sure in the next 12 hours. So Scott Howie returns to the mound to finish his second inning of pitching.
Only about 12:50 right now, so the game has moved very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ball's in. Batter ready. Let's introduce the field here. We got Nick over there in right field. Steven returns to center. Blake over there in left field. Third base will be Connor this time.
Rory at short. Race at second, and Jay Bushi at first, and Reed behind the plate as always.
Sorry, pitch in. That one's low. Ball 1. Delivered. Hit high, but fouled way back.
Almost hit the guy in the chair.
Howie gets a strike.
Umpire didn't give him that one.
2-2. Changeup drops down. Full count.
Howie's been pounding the zone a bit, but he gets that one.
Swung and missed. 1 out. Fresh count.
Yes! No! Huzzah for all you Maple Leafs fans, including myself. John Tavares has just signed a 4-year deal with the Toronto Maple Leafs to stay in Toronto. So that was the huzzah, but back to baseball.
I missed that. Was that a ball?
I believe so.
We'll get caught up in a second here. That one definitely was. I think we're looking at a 2-0. Ooh, just outside on that one too. Batter won't bite at those. That one's definitely outside.
3.
Okay, so that's 3. So then our count must be 3-1. That one in the zone, fouled back. Full count now. Down in the dirt. Batter will throw that bat off to his teammate and head down the first baseline for a walk.
That one is grounded.
Easy play to first. 2 outs now. Runner advances. Number 34. Standing up at second.
Blues looking to come out of this inning unscathed. That one's down low.
Didn't reset the count. We are at a 1-0 count. A little overthrow. Oh, and almost got a chance for Trace to tag the runner as he'd stepped off. But they bobbled that. Back to Howie goes the ball. Ready for the pitch. That one outside. 2-0. Two outs. Pitch in. Swung on. Trace.
Wow. Ober.
No trouble for Trace. With him making now, I think, 4 plays to first base this game. And nothing too rushed. So that's been good. Build some confidence and practice. Let the guys work on that first base play. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in a minute here as the Royals take to the field.
New pitcher.
And
same pitcher?
if it's 19, it'll be the same pitcher. He is hanging around the mound, so I'm going to guess the same pitcher will finish off the second inning for his second inning. I might be able to get rid of our umbrella here.
Yeah.
In case there are some
Sun's not out
pop
very much
flies
anymore.
deep. I think the sun is gone for the day. Lumpy clouds passing overhead now. Heading generally east to west. All right.
Blues looking to spark the offense here.
Blake will step up first. Outside, ball one.
Royals a good baseball team.
Also outside, ball two.
And a nice kind of pre-game for the Blues when they take on Diamond tomorrow, who is arguably the best team in the tournament.
Smacks past a pitcher, up over second base, and Blake takes an easy little jog down to first.
So Nick Abunami up at the plate now.
Excuse me, I hit the wrong number. Should be 14, not 4. Let me correct that. Called strike. Oh, and 1. Run at first. That one just getting in the zone. Strike 2. Swung past the pitcher, past the shortstop, past the center fielder.
Past the center
That's going to
fielder.
be a
Holding,
double.
Digging for 3.
Stand-up double for Nick. That might be the first double that I've seen Nick hit.
Nope.
No?
Oh, wait, yes.
Just me. I'm not.
No, just you.
Just
no,
this season in the games that I've witnessed. Now, it could be earlier in the season I didn't see one. There's Fergus up to the plate. We'll call him up here. That one down and outside. Two runners in scoring position. No outs for Fergus. Struck out looking at this last bat. That one chopped down the third base line.
Looking good for the Blues.
That one also chopped down the third base line to almost the exact same
Coach
spot.
Ken with a nice grounder pickup, if you saw that.
Just out of frame.
No.
Got a smile on his face. Here we go. That one, late swing, also fouls it down the third base line. Down in the dirt, but he chops that one. It hits the third baseman. And so it will be on. Okay,
Yeah.
Fergus is bored. wasn't sure what the call was going to be, whether it hit the bag or hit the...
They just didn't call it. They... Usually you point, but... Brockville...
Bases loaded. Trace Morrell. And no outs. That one outside and high. Get our count corrected for ball 1 on Trace. Swung on, missed on an inside pitch. 1-1.
Umpire doesn't give it.
Doesn't give that one away. Chase didn't like it either, so. That one high and dropped. Not a chance for anybody to do anything with it. Looking at a 3-1 count. Bases loaded. No outs. Bottom of the 4th. Most dangerous that the Blues have looked yet.
Yeah, close ball game.
That one's outside.
Fullerton is going to bust his butt into home standing up.
Yeah, we'll get a steal. But bases, he didn't have to. Bases were loaded, right? It was walked home. So.
Right, so now the last man in the order, James Serbier, will come up.
Still no outs. Bases loaded. Refresh the count here for James. In comes the pitch. Swung on. A little high and a little inside, but he liked the look of it and bit at it. He's ready to go again. He wants it. Pitches in, outside the zone. 1-1. Fergie's taking a long lead at second, but no one coming anywhere close to covering up the bag there. That one's down in the dirt. Ball 2.
Score is now 5-2 for your Blues. Serbier looking to make it 6-2.
Down and outside in the dirt.
Abunami will creep off third base, but decide not to go.
3-1, no outs, bases loaded. Down in the dirt, Sarah Burrow will take his base, and then we'll walk another one home. 6-2. So the Royals pitcher struggling a little bit with control. Missing maybe 1 or 2 calls he would have liked, but a number of pitches in the dirt will advance some runners home. We've got a 6-2 ball game. Pitcher's got some work to do to work himself out of this one.
Indeed he does.
That one just missing
not gonna help.
Scott's head. Let's get that batter up there.
It's now 6-2 for your South Ottawa Blues.
Scott at the plate. Outside. Oh, I haven't got my pitch count up here, right? I think we got a 2-0. Is that about right? I think we're at a 2-0 on Scott.
What the hell do you even do? Is that target?
That one down.
Pitcher struggling to find control here. That's when he wants back, and Scott's now got a 3-0 count, and is looking to walk in the... There it is. How many runs in this inning? It would be 2.
2 in this inning.
And so Scott looking to walk in the 3rd run of the inning.
He'll wait
Howie
for that.
was told
Sure.
take.
He'll wait for that. Good chances on it. Full count now. That one down in low. Doesn't wait for the call. Chucks the bat as he runs off. Fergus will walk in home. Gives the Blues a 7-2 lead. And now the manager, coach for the Royals will step out, give a pat on the shoulder to number 19 while they determine what they're going to do next.
It appears this day might be done, but
I didn't see anybody warming up. Is there a bullpen out of sight here? I don't see anything behind the dugout.
bullpen's behind the plate, or behind the...
So what was a very fast-paced game may become a stalled game as we substitute a pitcher, or
Are you streaming all the games or just your your team? Okay.
yeah. So they come up against you. I don't know if
Yeah.
we're going to Hyde Park. Maybe on Sunday.
Maybe on Sunday, yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
You're around 2 years ago, Sunday?
I think he would know. I wasn't part of the team then, so yeah.
Okay.
Pitch is outside.
This one. I saw it.
And let's get our count refreshed here. Still no outs. Bases loaded.
That's upstairs.
And it's Steven, isn't it? Steven
Yes,
at the
it
plate.
is. 3 runs in this inning. It's 7-2 ball game. Bases loaded and no outs.
Oops.
Way up. 19 has lost control of what was the zone and is now kind of thrown in no man's land, but he's hoping to get back in the strike club.
That one was
Not good enough.
looking very close.
That'll bring 4 in, and score is now 8-2.
Let's watch the game from this. What is this?
Maybe the manager is deciding to let it go to Mercy, save the pitching for the latter 2 innings. That one misses again on the outside, narrowly missing, but missing.
Way down there. Sarah Bira is going to hold back. Not necessarily the speediest runner on the team, but
Is that Rory or Reed at the plate?
that's Rory Weeks.
Rory at the plate. Also down low.
Good pick by the catcher.
Blues runners not hesitating. They will steal a base if they can snag it.
They will.
Let's do a bomb. Let's do a bomb.
That one, a strike.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Weeks was ready to chuck the bat and head on down,
Yeah,
but
tried to sell that, but it was
no,
a nice pitch.
It was good. That one
That one
is down low.
And that will do it. Because that's 5. Brings the score to 9-2. And finally now some relief for that pitcher. He's pitched his 2 innings. I would assume there's a 2-inning max. I'm not sure how they're doing in this tournament. Have you read the rules there, Thomas?
On what, Mercy?
On pitching. What the limits are? We're doing a pitch count limit or an inning count?
Pitching 2, so
So far, it has been the rhythm that each pitcher has pitched 2 innings. That might be the way it's set up as a maximum 2 innings, regardless of pitch count. But there may be a pitch count maximum as well. We'll try to find out for future games how this is structured. Nonetheless, we're going to head to the top of the 5th. Blues leading 9-2.
scoring inserted. It is 8-2 for your Blues. Perth scored 1 in the first inning and 1 in the third, but nothing other than that. Blues scored 3 in the second. Would that make it a 9-2 game?
I got 9-2.
Okay, yeah.
You got it added up the same? Yes,
Yep.
you do.
And then 3 in the second for the Blues, 1 in the third, and then a big 5-run fourth inning.
Well, in fact, now that I've taken down the umbrella, I can swing around and let our viewers see this beautiful scoreboard that they've provided for this tournament out in the outfield. So we're operating this voluntarily but gladly to help the tournament, and we're told this is the first time that the scoreboard has been used.
Nope.
We're told this is the first time. Okay, we should go around the outfield as we always like to do. Nick's going to stay in right field. And this time Scott is going to take center field for the first time we've seen
Ever.
maybe this
year?
season anyway.
This season, yeah. James is in left.
James in the outfield for the first time today.
No, he was there.
Oh, he was over in
Yeah,
right field, so
he
he's
was
switching. Excuse me.
Moving around a little bit.
I'm going to guess that Blake lined up where he is would be third base.
Cole at
Shortstop.
short. Fergus at second.
Fergus is
and-
second for the first time, I think, maybe all season.
And Connor's over at first, where he so typically is most of the time when he's not pitching.
Rory pitches starting the 5th inning, and Reed not going anywhere.
No, Reed
Comfortable
doesn't.
at home plate.
Reed doesn't move around. Reed's a catcher, and then a pitcher, and then a guy who hits nukes. But if you not a ton of catching depth on the Blues this year, and so it's great to have a very experienced and good catcher like Tudden to lead the armed forces behind the plate.
All right, first batter comes out for the Royals.
What? No, what do I have? Literally, no, actually. What?
So tomorrow, if you feel like tuning in, the Blues will play Diamond at 8 in the morning. So wake up, sit in your bed, have a cup of coffee, and watch.
8 in the morning. Did you say 9?
Yeah, I said 8.
8 in the morning. I thought
8 in
that's
the
maybe you said
morning.
9.
Watch a family member play some baseball against a Diamond team that's warming up over there right now. And then they play the Cornwall River Rats, who they will play at, I believe it's 1 or 2.
No, I think it's later in the evening because we have a lunch at 2
Wait,
and then
yeah,
a 5 o'clock game.
I believe it's either 4 or 5.
Ooh, Rory getting a jump here. First pitch called strike, and then a pitch outside swung on. Rory with the advantage, 0-2 now. Swung on a high pitch,
Ooh.
struck out.
Rory bringing the power and sending the batter straight back to the tower, which is just the dugout. It's not actually that tall, but in a kind of secluded place off a busy road, pretty tree covered, and it's a beautiful place.
Bunt tried, but bounced
Cut in.
and recovered by Reed.
Denham was gonna get that one to first, as he got a great jump on it with the spin. That one is now chopped behind the plate. Tudden looks around and is able to find it. 0-2 count.
In the zone.
Lined. Oh, past Fullerton. Sarabura is into cover. He'll whip it into Cole quickly. And one runner on with how many outs, Jeff?
1 out.
1 away.
On the strikeout. Yeah, funny bounce in the dirt, or just it didn't bounce is what happened.
Yeah.
Ball died, and Blake didn't get his glove down tight to the dirt, so ball goes underneath him and out to the outfield. Now 1 runner on, 1 out. Pitch is in, looking nice. First strike on this batter. Outside, runner goes. Coach Ken asking the boys, what's the play now? Just a bit outside. Ball 2. Oh,
Didn't get it.
didn't get it. Down low. Ball number 3. that one in the dirt. Gets away from Reed. And the runner will advance on the steal over to third. Oh, and the runner at first decides to go too, and the slow play back to the plate and back to the mound.
Back to the mound, able to dust cloud. Now in left, and 1 out, and runners on second and third for the Royals, who are looking to decrease the Blues' 7-run lead.
That one high. What am I missing here? I guess I was off by the count. I guess we have a 3-1 count now. Swung on, missed. Full count.
The Blues are looking to take the first game of a 3-game round robin.
Swung on and missed. Oh, we got our count way off here then. That's not. Now I don't know where we're at. I thought we were full count.
We'll find out. Nope.
No idea.
No, we're lost, folks. It's a lot to
Apologies.
keep track of, but as soon as we know, we will update it. Weeks. Didn't get that one. And doesn't get that one either. As now I think we're at 3 balls definitely.
2 strikes for sure. So
2
it has to be
strikes.
full. Now I see some fingers up. I don't hear a call from the
It's
home
gotta
umpire.
be full.
Gotta be full at this point.
If it's not, I don't know.
Swung on.
There we go.
He's out.
It was full. We were right. Okay. So, second batter retired for the Royals. 2 outs. Runners on second and third in a 9-2 ball game where the Blues lead. Sarah Bura is going to back up, as well as Howie and Abu Nami. That one is chopped. Over to Fraser.
No trouble there on a quick and easy play. They get out of the inning without any trouble. And we'll hit to the top of the 6th. Although I'm not sure why we would.
Bottom 5th.
Oh, bottom 5th. That's why. Okay, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Yes, there would be. We'll see if Royals can score at least 2
I don't think
to keep
they
them in the
can
game.
win this game anymore, as they hit.
Well, they could.
They could make it look better.
No, they could score 5 in the 5th and 5 in the 6th. They could get.
It just was the 5th.
Yeah, but they're.
The Blues are.
Oh, Blues are coming. Yeah, so that's okay. So I got it right. So I'm not sure why we're continuing the game, because they can't. With a mercy rule, they would not be able to catch up.
I mean, ideally, if the Blues score no more, the score could end 9-7. But yeah.
But then, does score
9-7.
differential matter then?
I believe score differential matters
So
when
we
it
would
comes
play
to a
all
tie
6.
or something. So if the Blues are able to hold the Royals to nothing and jack up their runs, then it would look better on a spreadsheet in deciding if it's a tie, who goes to the next round.
Conversely, the Royals would want to play all 6 innings to try to score the runs and minimize the differential.
Yeah.
But in the last tournament in Cornwall, we saw games end early. But maybe that was into the... Did we do that in the playoffs? We ended games after 4.5 innings.
I think that was the round robin, because the playoffs we didn't have to. It was close both days, but...
So I don't know why we would have done that. If differential mattered, why teams would elect to retire. Well, questions for us to ask people who know answers.
Not people who don't like us. So, yeah. Give a quick shout out to a couple people who have helped the Blues this year. I mean, all the viewers who have tuned in to all our games. There's been over 500 people have tuned in to all the games, which is awesome, supporting the Blues. And to all 28 of you today who are watching live, we thank you very much. As you'll see, the last inning and a half of this ball game against the Royals. To Russell Athletic for sponsoring the Blues with their bags that have their names on them, and to AK, the provider of the jerseys, Athletic Knit. Go to their website, check them out. And
I'm going to spin around to show
yeah.
the scoreboard here. For viewers, they can get a chance to see, if I can zoom out, what we're looking at here.
Beauty. Too bad they can't see the top, although I mean, balls are called in, and
Royals are continuing to get those balls in, and Connor will step up to the plate first.
So Connor is going to clean it up, hopefully for the Blues, as he hits number 4 and is looking to start the inning off right. Coach Ken having a talk with some parents over on the sidelines, friendly chatter, and a lot of fans showed up for the Blues here today.
Swung on and missed. Big swing. New pitcher here for the Royals, number 11. That one down low and outside.
1-1, evens it up. Swung on and high.
Yeah.
So that one looked up there.
But Connor deciding he liked it.
He liked it. He just couldn't quite bite it. And he liked that one too.
Again.
Just whiffed on it by a little bit, and that'll bring up Roski. 1 away. Roski swings and misses. Number 11 for the Royals has the Blues tripping up here, falling over their own feet. Roski.
Another one.
This would be 3 swinging strikes in a row now. We'll see if it's a 4th. And it is.
Ball dropped.
Roski is not going to get there. A nice stretch from the Perth third baseman.
He tried.
So it appears the catcher for the Royals is hurt. He's clenching his arm a little bit. It appears as if a player will be getting ready to put on the equipment. Luckily, they have a backup set. Not all teams do. And yeah, he's going to come out of the field, and they're going to have to get a new catcher ready. So we'll have to find something to occupy our time for a couple minutes. But hopefully, the new catcher will pull off some magic, do a quick change, and we can continue with the talent show. For those of you just tuning in, the South Ottawa Blues hold a 9-2 lead. No runners on base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
And, it was a good time for us to do an introduction because we didn't have all 28 viewers at the start of the game. So I'm Jeff, Fergus's father, and with me is Thomas, James's older brother.
Yeah. Thank all of you for tuning in. We really like doing the streams, and it's nice to hear all the positive feedback that we've been getting from viewers, as well as we want to make sure even when you physically can't be there, you can, mentally be there and be watching your your kid, your family member, your niece, your nephew, your grandson, your granddaughter, and we're really happy to bring you all the action.
And for any viewers who are not actually viewing, but instead maybe even listening, as they do sometimes while driving, the catcher has got his gear on. The new catcher has returned to his place behind home plate. Swung on, popped up.
catch the ball.
caught in right field. That'll end the inning. So all that work to get a catcher dressed up to not even touch the ball.
Yeah, no, he didn't touch the ball at all.
Not in play, at least. So Blues will take to the field. And that pitcher gets out of the inning with very few pitches made.
Yep. Oh, that's our game,
We
folks.
will call it now because there is
No shot.
no benefit in playing the
Game
sixth.
over. Thank you are in order, and congrats to both teams in good games as the handshake line is underway.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm not going to broadcast much longer. Save our data for the next game.
Tomorrow, 8 in the morning.
8 a.m.
Tune in, sit in your bed, nice cup of coffee, turn on the TV, go to YouTube, search GTV Ottawa, and hit the subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you next time.